Rui Campos also on a 17-1, Tafani on a 17-3. So I think that's pretty much deja vu, although Mark Ridgway has closed a little bit more onto the back of Tafani. In fact, that is now close enough to pick up a toe from the back of Tafani. Alistair Brown has been leading out the silver class from the get-go. Dennis Geduk up into second, who's now past Jason Ibbotson. Menno Parsons has dropped down to fourth in the silver class. They are now on their last lap and halfway through their last lap.
Right, having a look at the supercars coming out of Fastron corner. Still Ryan McCarthy now has got a healthy lead, quite a substantial one over Hilton Peters, his teammate. They're riding for Zajan Investments and they make their way up towards the line. Over the line goes Ryan McCarthy to start his final lap. Hilton Peters, Cedric LeBon right up there behind him. Cedric LeBon sporting a little bit of damage there on the front of his car, but it's not creating any problems. Moffat crosses the line and here comes
Sean Moore to take the checkered flag. He does that ahead of Rui Campos, Fabio Tofani and Mark Ridgway. First through fourth in the gold class. All of them there together. Next up will be that silver class. It's coming towards us now, coming out. Oh, somebody's gone off big time on the outside of the apex of Cape Town corner. And lots of dust. I don't think it's a major problem though. Alistair Brown from flag to flag. Dennis Geduk up into that second head of Jason Ibbotson, who should come through now. And then it will be Parsons that comes through behind that. Unless it was Parsons that went for a little slide and glide.
Right, so the supercar's taken there. We have Ryan McCarthy running down the back straight. He's going down into Fastron corner. Keeping it all pretty okay. Coming out there now. So Ryan McCarthy, who was down in P4 at one stage, has managed to wiggle his way to the front of the field. So Ryan McCarthy leads out up over the line. Checkered flag beckons as Ryan McCarthy crosses. Be followed here by Hilton Peters. But have a look at Cedric LeBon with a flyer towards the end. Picks up P3 with Moffat coming home in P4.
Well, I tell you what, it's a good thing that we don't have water restrictions, because I think to get that V8 Master clean, that's going to be something else.
I've got Ernest Page up here in the commentary box. He's, for those of you at home that under normal circumstances come and watch all the MSA drags and the street to strip, and Ernest used to race GTI Challenge himself back in the day. Ernest, welcome here. And yeah, your perspective from our point of view.
I remember hearing your voice in the background when I raced GTI Challenge here, and coming up to the tower now, this feels like motorsport. Motorsport is back. It's nice that we can finally go racing again, and hearing your guys' voices makes it feel like racing in Cape Town is finally back on its feet. And we can't have spectators, but we've got lots of people watching out there on the live stream enjoying the racing today. And I'm glad to be on the mic, but today I get to race with the Warthog Racing guys as well, so I'm very excited to take part in the 9 hour later on.
So you actually in the 9 hour, you actually taking part in the 9 hour. So well, good luck, bud, and have a good one out there.
Oh, certainly will. Thanks again to my team, Warthog Racing. Here we go.
Well, that was Ernest Page. He's one of the team that commentates all the drag racing and the gymkhanas and all of that. So Ernest, was lovely having you out there, and to you and your team, have a good one for the 9 hour. Right, folks, it's time for the RST and Suzuki South Superbikes race number 1, and Brandon Haupt will be on the pole position. Lovely to see Brandon back again. He's been away for quite some time on the Fuel Racing Yamaha R1, and Ronald Slammert and Dave McFadden will occupy the front row of the grid. Haupt qualified in a 1:12 dead, Ronald in a 1:12.3, and Dave McFadden in a 1:12.7. So 7/10 of a second between Helped, Slammit and McFadden, and the three of them occupy the front row of the grid. In fourth position, and the first of the 600s, with a 1:13.998 is Gerald Schultz on the ASAP World Yamaha R600. Then next to him, first of the Masters in the race pace Suzuki GSXR 1000 is Malcolm Rapson. And then on Malcolm's outside is the second of the Masters in the Kawasaki South ZX10. That will be Jacques Ackermann. Then the next row will be Brett Roberts. He is the second of the 600s, qualifying in P7 on the Yamaha 600. Brandon Staffen in the AJH Cooling Yamaha R600 will be right next to him. And then Michael Hunter, believe it or not, Mike has moved up from Clubman's Class A motorcycles to the Superbikes, and Michael Hunter will be there next to Brandon Staffen. I must say Brandon Staffen's been away for quite some time, and it's nice to see that Brandon Staffen is back out on track once again. This man flies aeroplanes, Brandon Staffen. Believe it or not, Staffen is a pilot, and he also loves to play golf as well. Haha, for those of you that didn't know. Then Peter Haupt on the Fuel Racing Yamaha R1. He is the third of the Masters on bike 27. He's qualified out there in P10. P11 on the LB Auto ZX10 Kawasaki is Lubabanu Ntasana. He qualified out there in P11. P12 on the RPM Center, Jean-Baptiste Racapo, the Frenchman, is out there in P12. Then on the BMW 1000 is Jonathan Schwerin. He qualified out there in P13. And the 14 and final guy on the grid is bike number 8, the 600,